The Deck Network. Build a deck.
Bam! This is the Deck Network. I'm your host, Mike Danzilio, and we have the loose cannon.
The co-host, Matt Dalton. Remember, here at the Deck Network, it's all decks all the time.
All right, Matt, we have a nice show today. One of our all-time favorites.
Love the music? Show us your deck.
In my position as your humble correspondent for the Deck Network, I have the enviable position of being able to go all over the country to all kinds of shows.
Constantly traveling, he's on the road, he usually leaves his co-host here in the studio. I never get to get out, but Mike's always out there as the humble correspondent. Where do your travels take you to this time, Mike?
Well, while I was in Las Vegas, Nevada.
Of course, they're force-feeding you steak and lobster against your will. Poor Mike's got it so tough.
I was able to see one of the premier decking builders in the entire country.
Where are they coming from?
He's from Bobby Parks from Peachtree Deck and Porch from Alpharetta, Georgia. I don't know if I'm speaking that correctly.
I think it sounded good.
All right.
I think everything related to Georgia has Peachtree in the name somewhere, so it's good to see Bobby stay consistent with that. But he's putting some good decks up over there, huh?
Oh, wait till you see some of these decks. But I have a 2-minute interview with Bobby. He's going to tell us a little bit about his business. So let's get right to that right now. Here's Bobby. All right, we're here with my friend Bobby Parks from Peachtree Decks and Porches. And where are you from?
Alpharetta, Georgia, North Atlanta Metro.
Okay, and what type of work do you do?
Well, I have a design build firm, Peachtree Decks and Porches. It is a deck and porch operation. We offer a limited amount of hardscapes, but we really focus on the higher end deck and porch area. We're probably the only deck builders that normally don't offer pressure treated decking. We obviously like pressure treated lumber. We use it for framing, that sort of thing. But when it comes to decking, our philosophy really is to provide a combination of products that we really believe in and that we stand by. So for us, a sample recipe of that would be an overstructured deck, as far as residential code is concerned, but capstock decking, maybe some of the Brazilian hardwoods, but only items that we think would really perform. PVC trim, and our rail systems actually use a lot of Fortress rail, but rarely do we just use wood type rail systems. So it's really an effort to provide, separate ourselves within our industry by providing top products and just delivering what we believe in.
All right, Bobby. Thank you very much. Okay, Matt.
That's some southern cooking for you right there. That's pretty
Bobby
cool.
Bobby is a great guy.
Yeah, that was nice.
Bobby's one of these guys like Steve from Easy Decks. He is not only a great builder, but he has such a great personality, and at the kitchen table, people really like him.
And that's important when you're choosing your decking contractor. You don't want just anybody off the street. Hey, if they have something good to say too while they're building you a great deck, that's just an added plus.
Okay, we got Bobby's website here. We're gonna.
What's that? PeachtreeDeckandPorch.com.
Yeah, I'm pressing too many pictures. I have most of these pictures already on that we're going to show. So, but this is his website.
Looks good.
Peachtree Decks and Porches.
Any of our Deck Network constituents in this area, give them a call if you need a deck put up.
Right, from serving the Atlanta metro area.
Listen, the tentacles of the Deck Network are far-reaching. Hey, you got to the video, didn't you?
Yeah, well, I hope that it's not snowing in Atlanta there. Didn't it, a month ago or so where they got about a half an inch of snow
in
and
the
they
south,
shut the whole place down? People were sitting in their cars for 2 and 3 days at a time.
Makes us look forward to the decking season, which is right in front of us. So that's always good. But I'll tell you, wherever you go, people know about the Deck Network and they know about the importance of it. And you're part of something special by watching these videos. And thank you for being here. We have a bunch of different clicks and views and people that are part of the network, like Bobby here in Atlanta. And as Mike pulls up these videos, I can tell you right now, these pictures, there's some good work going on over there. Look at that. That's really nice stuff.
Trying to get it to...
Can we get the IT people in here? I mean, don't we have a crack staff of computer folk that just kind of make all this stuff work for us when we need it?
How come we can't get this thing to work correctly? I want to get the pictures to be the largest as I possibly can.
Maybe it's something with Bobby's website.
No.
He can build a good deck. The website...
The website is awesome.
It looks good. He does a great job.
We got these pictures.
Whoa, that's awesome.
Yeah, look at these pictures right here. And look at this deck. It's kind of rounded. He also builds the house part of it there.
There's like a cabana, it almost seems like, in there, which is great. Think about it. In the South, you're doing a lot more. You're spending your time outside.
You're outside a heck of a lot more than we are here up in the Northeast. So outside living. And remember, as what our good friend George told us that
Principia at Principia, right?
yes, is that you're outside. You're trying to bring the inside outside, so you see more of people. It's added living space that's why we're starting to see flooring or decking that matches the flooring on the inside of the house with that hand scrape finish.
Yep. You look at some of the porch planks even, it looks very close to this hardwood flooring if you change the color scheme on it a little bit.
Look at this
that's
deck
awesome.
here. All right, I'm sorry about this, folks. This one here, getting a slight bit of technical difficulties here, but
Hey, but you get the idea.
no,
These
no,
are
we got
good-looking
some
decks.
great decks right here. Of course, I'm gonna when I do the editing on this, we'll be able to see them much better. That's a beautiful deck. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah, that's nice. That runs the whole back of that house there. You see a lot of new construction in the Georgia area. I feel like a lot of these houses have been built semi-recently. I don't know if that plays into the deck when you're putting it together.
It depends on you get any big area like Atlanta that you're going to have new areas and older areas, and these houses look fairly new.
Yeah, they're nice though.
Look at these backyards.
I could see myself just sitting back there, hanging out, eating a Georgia peach, and just relaxing on the deck there.
Check
Look at
out this deck. Yeah, that's a nice one with all the masonry
Yeah, with those exposed
piers
beams
holding them
over
up
there.
there. This deck here is a multi-level with a swimming pool.
Well, they're putting up some serious decks over there, huh?
Yeah, well, that's for sure. Look at this one. We got a little pergola up on top there.
So that got a little awning going on.
Yeah, a little. Yeah,
They got the fans up there.
because
Well, remember, it gets hot.
it's hot. Yeah, Georgia's not. It's not like New York where it's always freezing here.
Although they did get a little bit of snow, but that's out of the norm for what they usually see.
This is underneath that area.
Is that decking there? That must be. That
Yeah,
looks
that's-
like
yeah, that's
flooring,
decking.
doesn't it? Look at that right there. That looks like what, the spiced rum maybe?
It looks
or-
like that, but I know what that is. That's the fiber on Ipe color.
Okay.
From the Horizon series.
That's based off of the hardwood, right? Ipe.
Absolutely. Look at that, huh? With a nice little curve on that. Does some real nice little arch work underneath.
Now those are the balusters there that we featured in the last video, I believe.
Round balusters. We know that we sell more round balusters than we do square balusters.
And listen, you'll know that too if you watch all the past videos. So once you're done here with this great little installment, go around and click around and find some more videos that you like. The Deck Network, we're here for you, all right? We're your internet's best friend when it comes to putting your deck up. I'm the co-host, and you got Mike. He does a lot of the traveling. He's a traveling correspondent, but he comes to the studio and he puts together some great pieces like
This deck here looks like Trek's Transcend Spiced Rum color.
Yep.
Yep, that's what that one looks
With
like.
the white makes it kind of pop there a little bit.
Real nice. This one got a little, he's got the hot tub screened in.
What are those pillars? Those are brick or something?
Those
Or
are
is that
brick.
just,
That's brick. That's what's holding it all up. But it looks like the house is brick, so he's going to build an addition that's going to make it look like it's not an addition and it's always been there. Look at this one down here.
Yeah, we gotta get down to Atlanta, man. These are some serious decks.
Yeah,
going
we'll
on
have to
over
take
there.
we'll take a trip down. We'll take one of our road trips.
We'll take a
down.
road trip. Maybe we should do that. The best decks of each state. We hit a state every once in a while, and we show the featured decks that are representing.
One of
and
my
maybe like an
friends,
Olympics of decks, maybe.
One of my buddies called me this morning from Southern California. He says he's going to build a deck, and he gave me a little idea. I told him, gave him some insight of what he should probably use.
I think you know a thing or two about decking, right?
So.
And I'll tell you, wherever you're located, this is a great segue for us, the Deck Network store, Mike. Now you can watch the videos and you can get the products that we're featuring right here on one easy-to-find website. Why don't you tell them about that, Mike?
We've launched the Deck Network store on January 1st, and I'm really surprised at the buzz that's been going around.
People talking about it.
Yeah. We take the confusion out of buying your deck, and you always want to buy something from somebody that you know because you know they're not going to jam you. And we're certainly at the Deck Network here. You'll be purchasing from Matt and myself, and people, they call me direct, and sometimes you can send an email and we can make an appointment and I can get on the phone with you and I can figure out this deck for you.
And that's the thing with the digital space. It's really easy to navigate through the products there at the Deck Network store. But at the end of the day, if you need to talk to one of us, if you have a couple questions that you can't get answered, there's a direct line to us. And please don't call too late, because I'm putting the kids to sleep, you know what I mean? And no autographs either. Come on, let's keep this thing semi-professional.
One time we had Tommy Englander from the Parkside Company on,
Yes.
and he gave his cell number out.
That's not the
And
best
of course,
idea.
we're here on the East Coast, and he got a call at midnight one day. Some lady from California was calling him asking information about AZAC decking.
I'll tell you, when people have the questions, they want the answers right away. You know what I mean?
Well, in this information age, you can usually find those answers.
That's true.
But take a look at this one.
Yeah, that looks great.
Look at this. This
Yep.
looks like it could be up in the mountains in Vermont or upstate New York.
Yeah, picture that. You're sitting
What?
at a fireplace or something in there.
Well, obviously, Bobby is a very talented contractor, builder,
Yeah, he gets
carpenter.
the Deck Network stamp of approval.
He
with
certainly
his- with
does.
his
Look
work
at
there.
that. I love it.
Yeah, that looks good. That looks
Someday
really
when I
good.
get a life, I want something like this.
Yeah, right.
I'll probably have
When
to.
you step back from the Deck Network store, but right now you're so consumed in the Deck Network as a whole that you really don't have time for much else. The guy lives and breathes decking, all right? He's made out of deck, I think. He's like got some porch planks in him or something. We don't really know. But when you hear the bam, you know you're in the right spot.
It's
Give
on.
it to him.
It's on. When you hear
Bam.
bam, it's on. All right, that's it for today's show. We wanted to get you up close and personal with Bobby Parks from Peachtree Deck and Porch,
Great work, Bobby. We love it.
Atlanta area, more precisely Alpharetta, Georgia. Great guy. If you're in the Atlanta area and you're looking for a great decking contractor, you know you got one in our good friend Bobby Parks.
And any questions you have about decking, hit us up on the email. Mike at the Deck Network, Matt at the Deck Network. What about the social media that we got going on?
Facebook,
Just search the Deck Network. You'll find all past installments of Show Us Your Deck.
it's all there. But we're here for you. Have any questions or comments? Send it to us, probably just to Matt.
I've been getting a ton of emails. Keep them coming in. We love the feedback you're giving us. Send some to Mike, too. Come on. He gets lonely there. I'm just kidding. He gets a ton
Okay,
of emails as well.
that's it for today's show. Have a great day.
Ciao for now. We'll see you next time.
Bye now.